Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the High Priestess Earth. If you guys are new, please subscribe and click the bell to receive the notifications because I do post at random. I have finally moved where I'm still getting kind of my space set up, so this isn't how it's always going to look. But we need to get some March videos out. And today I'm going to do Aries. So Aries, you are very lucky. Something just called to me. You are going to be my very first one for March. Today I'm going to do two decks. So I am going to do the Rider-Waite deck because it is the full 78 card deck. But I would like to introduce a new deck that I will be using periodically through my videos. And this deck is so beautiful. It is called the Witch's Tarot. The only difference about this deck is that it's all just the major arcana, so it isn't the full 78 card deck. So we're going to use this deck to clarify today, and I'm really excited. This is a deck that you can get from it's a photographer that is in Salt Lake City. So this is a local artist. His name is Burning Paper Hearts. It's Chris Madsen, and I'm going to list the link down below of where you can purchase this deck, okay? And we're going to use the deck later on in the reading. So right now, like I said, we're going to focus on Aries. We're going to do their money and career reading for March of 2021. I know we're like halfway through March, but I still think it's important to see what's going on, maybe even towards the later end of March going into April. So Aries, let's see what we got for you for March. I'm so excited to do a reading. It's been a really long time, so here we go. Ooh, okay, cool. Nice. On the bottom of the deck, I do have the Empress. That's good too. So we're looking at more earth energy. We're looking into ourselves. It's more of a feminine card, but it doesn't have to pertain to any type of sex. It's just that it's more of an earth and feminine card. For some of you, you might even be getting pregnant in the month of March. It's a possibility. And it could also just mean new growth. If it's this is a money and career reading, you could be venturing more towards a female-owned business if you are a female, or even if you're not, you could be going more towards a business where it's more of a wholesome community in that kind of aspect. So right now we have Page of Swords, okay? So there's a message coming in, you're looking for something. This is involving computers. This is involving emails, text messages, a lot of work in that type of field, okay? So that's something that is important in your life. It's an everyday aspect. If you are waiting for an email or a text message or any type of information electronically from a job, you'll be hearing from it soon in March. So definitely be prepared for that. And I just see you in general being on a lot of electronics and computers. This is going to be something that's going to be heavily involved in your everyday life, okay? And whether that's just bookkeeping or posting on social media, whatever it is, you're going to be very, very busy. And you probably are already very busy in that aspect. And you're probably like, I know exactly what you're talking about, okay? So there was a decision that you had to make, okay? And I think that you already have kind of like worked through the decision. And what it did for you was open a lot of doors and opportunities, because we have this Two of Swords paired with the Seven of Cups. And so there was an opportunity. It was like a door opened up for you. You had to make a decision, you know, do I want to take this or do I not want to? And I think that you decided, you weren't really sure. You weren't sure about the decision. You weren't sure about yourself. And what I think happened here was you sort of just went with something, and it ended up being a really good decision, because what it did was you have opportunities now. You have opportunities in money and career. You might even have more than one job going on. Maybe you have two jobs. Maybe you have, you know, your computer job, but you're trying to work on, you know, a more holistic type of business, like a personal business, something CBD or soaps or like lotions that are more organic type things like that, or you're trying to, you know, do something with gardening. But I just see that there's been a lot of opportunities that suddenly opened up for you in March. And it has taken you a little bit out of this hermit mode because we have hermit in the reverse. So this is a Virgo card. You know, this is coming out of your shell. This is, you've taken a lot of time to, you know, relinquish into your personal growth and your career. And I feel like, and now you're finally breaking out. You have these opportunities and like these people, situations, dinners, all these awesome things, money, shopping. There's opportunities being presented to you. And so you're opening up now. You're kind of coming out of your shell. You're not being such a grumpy old man in the hermit mode. Okay, I see you actually really embracing this change, embracing all of these opportunities. I see you really just truly embracing it. All right. So let's clarify these cards. Once again, like I said, we're going to use this Witch's Tarot, and I will link it below of where you can buy it, and it is a local artist. Now, I guess a disclaimer is that there is some nudity in these cards. Just if you guys, if that's a trigger for anybody, you might not want to watch the rest of this. Let's see why the Page of Swords is here. What do we have going on for Aries in this Page of Swords? It's the first time I'm using it. It's all sticky. Okay. All right, so we have Coven. Now, there are a couple extra cards in here. So we have Coven in the reverse. So what you're doing is, I feel like you might be switching out maybe even the people that you work with. If you're a business owner, you might be sort of cleaning house. There might have been people that you're keeping your eye on because you don't know if they're really like doing the right thing or the best interest for the company. You're worried. You're worried about your coven. You're worried that the coven is not in sync with itself. Okay, so there's just something's off with someone, and I think you're trying. You might even, so if it's pertain, like we were talking about electronics, but this is also like a spying card, so you might be looking at someone's social media. You might be watching over a certain coven, your coven, because maybe you think somebody is not being honest, not being truthful, and this could be in the workplace. Okay, so someone is watching the coven, other people. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this Two of Swords in the reverse. This is for Aries, March 2021. All right, so pairing with the Two of Swords, we have strength. So you needed the strength in order to make that decision, that you had to, I think, with your career. It just took strength. And you were able to like conquer, you know, that strength. You were able to, you know, just, I feel like what it was almost like a vulnerability. Okay. You had to be vulnerable enough. You weren't afraid of being vulnerable, but you just like, it was, I feel like it was at like a strange time for you, right? It was at a time where, you know, during coronavirus, everything was crazy. Everything was hard. Everyone wanted to pull their hair out, and then it was expected of you to be even more vulnerable. But you did it, and I'm telling you that I think it was a really good decision, because the Seven of Cups just shows 100% opportunity, and in a money and career reading, that's a very good card. So let's see why the Seven of Cups is here. This is for Aries. Wheel of Fortune, exactly. Okay. So Seven of Cups gave you the universe. You literally, whatever this decision was that you made, I don't know if it was to change a job, to add a job, whatever it was, best decision you probably made in your life, because it's literally taking you down the exact path that you need to go. It is going to present to you all the power. The universe is saying, this is what you were supposed to do. This was the path you were supposed to take, the road you were supposed to drive down. This was it. And you did it. So, because, you know, you'd want to shoot yourself right in the foot if you denied such an amazing opportunity. This opportunity is going to change your life, better everything about your life. Every little detail, every person, every dollar, every situation, every networking. This is it. This is it for you. So let's see why the Hermit's here in the reverse for Aries. I have the Crone. Okay, so you're relinquishing that, you're opening up. I feel like, okay, I feel like this is like shadow and light. And I love this topic, shadow and light. You, I think, went through a moment in your life in like a personal aspect where you had to embrace your shadow. You had to learn to love it. Because I think for a lot of us, we kind of resent it and we kind of hate it. It's not, you have to take personal time out of your life, and it could be months, it could take years, but in order to master your tranquility, your soul, and your divination of where you're going through this earth and through this frequency, you have to spend time evolving and loving and in your shadow self. You just do. Even if you're afraid of it and you don't want to be on the dark side, everybody has a light and a dark side. Everything has a light and a dark side. Our sun, our moon, it's daytime, it's nighttime. Humans are the same exact way, and they have a dark and a light side. And I just feel like maybe you went through a transformation of time and you had to, relish in your dark and your shadow self. And there's nothing wrong with that, because now you're even more leveled up. You're smarter. You know how to manipulate the frequency more. You have just basically, given yourself more power, relinquishing more, energy into your vibrational field. So I like that. This is like an amazing reading of growth and spirituality. I really, really like this. Let's keep using this deck, the Witch's Tarot, and I would like to just see if there's any more messages for you for March of 2021. This is for Aries. Do we have any more messages? Okay, we have one. So we were just talking about light and dark. So the moon, okay? It's like the waning crescent, okay? It's going through the motions of the waves. It's going through the motions of the seasons and the change. So it's a change right now. And right now we're getting ready to transition into spring. It's been a really long and like arduous winter, right? For everybody. And you can see. And she's just sort of running into the ocean, and it's just trying to get out of the darkness and into the light. It's going into spring, out of winter, the darkest time of the year, right? So I take this as just keep going. Follow the light, follow your light, because I feel like you went through a huge mastery of learning through your shadow self, okay? Because now we're going really into a personal aspect of what's going to happen here. Is this is going to be how you are in front of your employees. All of this learning and this personal growth and this time taking into it, you're going to take that with you into your everyday life, and people will notice. And to me, this is strength. And it's in a darker essence, of course, but regardless of how dark, it is strength, and you're moving forward into the frequency. All right, this card just wanted to come out. The High Priestess, beautiful. My favorite card in the deck, okay? So we're gonna end it with this one. This is such a neat picture. I hope you guys really like the artwork in this tarot deck, because it's absolutely beautiful. Chris did all the photographs and the editing and all the pictures. So High Priestess, just like what we were talking about, mastering your wavelength in the frequency, mastering your powers, your third eye, your intuition, your craft, and not only mastering it, but then putting it into use of your everyday life, work, relationships, okay? Being creative. If you're an artist, even if you're not an artist, but you have like side things that you like to do on the side, These are powerful, powerful things that make you who you are. And if you have, you know, these feelings of like, I need to create things and I want to be a part of this, that this is why, because you're linked in. You're linked into the frequency. You're part of the collective. We're all part of this collective together. If you're watching this, if you believe in tarot, if you feel tarot, you are part of this collective. So basically just keep embracing it. Keep checking up on your tarot. Don't overdo it. Don't abuse the tarot, but check in. Check in with yourself. And if you're watching this now, Money and Career, March 2021, you check in and you love yourself and you give yourself this power. Because I know a lot of Aries and I think you guys are very, very powerful. So for whoever this reading resonates with, this is very powerful and in essence of beyond capabilities of, you know, work and career. In order to have a successful work and career, you need to have mastering these skills in your life. You need to master these skills. You need to embrace these skills and learn how to manipulate the frequency. If there's something you want, meditate on it. Believe you already have it. The universe gives you things when you have power enough to do that, okay? So if there's something else that you want in your life that you're still manifesting, continue to manifest that because there's power in that, okay? So I'm going to end the reading right there. I hope this resonated for some of you. If it did, please comment down below and like this video for the algorithms so that people can see it. If you think that this reading would benefit from anyone else that you know, go ahead and share it because we like sharing on this channel. And down in the description box, I will have links to this tarot deck as well as all my social media pages, and I have some other good stuff down there. There will also be a description on the time of this video and what this video is about and who it's for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys again very soon. Take care.